Hi everyone, welcome to Planet J Tarot. Today we have a pick a card reading and we're going to be looking at what positive impact do you leave on people, okay? So we have 3 cards to choose from today. The first card is the star card. So I have to cover her a little because you know how YouTube is. Thank you guys for being here. My name is Jay and I'm excited to deliver this message. The second card is the Page of Swords. And the third card is the Lovers. Okay. So I did put the images already in the thumbnail. So I'm actually going to get started with the group in about 20 seconds. So if you still need to choose, go ahead and do that. And I'll see you in your reading. Thanks for being here. Should I make an extended for this reading, it will be on Patreon and that will be linked below. Okay, here we go. Let's get started with pile number 1. Spirit, please tap me into the energy of pile number 1, the star group, and show me or tell me what is it about them that positively impacts others. How do they positively impact other people? I'm going to be putting the card you chose right up here on the top so you know it's your reading, and I'm putting the amethyst crystal on top so that there's no nudity showing on the card. Okay, so Spirit, tap me in. What is it about pile or card number 1, these star card people? How do they positively impact others? This is the Page of Swords, the Mind card. So you guys could be watching this about a specific person in mind. You could watch each group for a specific person, or you could just watch this in general. The Two of Pentacles, moment to moment. Two of Wands, possibilities. If you guys like, you can speed this up or slow it down. I'm showing the card slower because I love the imagery on the Osho Zen deck and I want you guys to be able to see it. And 1 more or 2 more from this deck, we've got the Rebel. An adventure. So this is the Page of Swords, 2 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, the Emperor, and the Page of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, how else? 6 of Pentacles. How else do they positively impact others? The 10 of Wands. Wow. 6 of Pentacles to the 10 of Wands. The Queen of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune. How does pile number 1 or card number 1 positively impact others, Spirit? Well, people hit the lottery with you. People feel like they hit the lottery with you. And the Moon. Wow, 10 of Wands to the Moon. I feel like in this group, it almost feels like you cater to people. Let me see. Moss agate. Green moss agate or agate. I think it's agate though. And then labradorite. Yeah. Okay. You're very balanced. You have strong water and air energy coming through the reading right now. But you don't have to have that in your chart. Because I am seeing the Queen of Wands. And I'm also seeing the Page of Pentacles and the Rebel, which is the Emperor. And that's Aries, sometimes Aquarius energy. I'm getting a little bit of like Uranus. Not necessarily Aquarius, but Uranus. Strong Uranus. The Moon has come through and that's Cancer. And the Queen of Wands here. That could be a little bit of fire as well. We have the 10 of Cups. No way. Wow, we have the 10 of Cups. The 4 of Pentacles. Home. And the 5 of Pentacles. Delays. Okay. You have the 4, the 5, and the 6 of Pentacles here. Just wanted to point that out. Oh. Okay. So I feel like some of you guys, people before they meet you, they are having trouble with happiness, with their family, with their money, with their goals, with their own success. They're having trouble at home or sometimes with emotional vulnerability. And for some of you guys, people are having trouble financially or with some sort of sickness or illness, or some of them, it's like family. Some of you guys, it's their loneliness, feeling like they don't have anyone to open up to and to like be accepted by or loved by. unconditionally. These are things that they are lacking before they meet you. So I feel like the way that you positively impact people is through your conversation. It's through your ability to help them manage everything on their plate. It's through the way that you help them see possibilities for themselves. It's like, I heard that you make people feel like certain things are possible for them. So this is how you positively impact people. Especially if you're someone that marches to the beat of your own drum or does things your own way, but has this like firm, strong, experienced, confident, boss-like energy to you. Like, you're fine being in charge. And I feel like this is a positive impact for people that have gravitated towards you, where maybe they're just very tired or overworked. They could have a lot on their plate emotionally. I feel the way that you positively impact people in this group is that you teach them that it's okay to, or it's necessary, not even just okay, but it's necessary to learn how to conquer your mind, to be able to be okay with being free and living moment to moment while you're dealing with your responsibilities, because there are possibilities that, maybe what you're doing will get you somewhere. Like, maybe the way you help people, especially people that feel like everything that they're doing is just, it's not enough, or it's not happening quickly enough for them, or something like that. It's like you show them that there is an adventure in taking things day by day, taking things step by step, and it's okay. You don't have to. It's like, I don't know if you're helping people that would feel insecure about themselves if they gave themselves like more um, grace and like space to just be themselves and like work through their issues. It's almost like the people or the person on your mind. I feel like the way you positively impact them, or you positively impact them this way, because maybe for them, they feel like there's an importance. Like, I'm almost hearing or feeling like a sense of urgency. Like, they need to have this, they need to do this, they need to blah, 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 blah. And I feel like with you, it's kind of like, it's almost like they can sit back and relax. They can calm down. They don't have to do too much. I feel like the way that you positively impact people in this group is because you could be somebody that really believes in like reciprocity. But for others of you, it's like you just give to give. But it feels like more action oriented, or that you're actually doing something. Some of you guys, you actually give people gifts and help and support people in any way that you can, whether this is through gift giving, charity, acts of service. And it's like, I feel like these people really appreciate it, and it positively impacts them, because it gives them like the opportunity to take stress or whatever off of their plate, to figure out what's going on with their mind, and like what they may need to do or what they're lacking to feel happy and to feel okay with themselves and to feel fine opening up. And I feel like being a little bit more emotionally vulnerable. And I feel like the way that you positively impact people is because you put in work, you put in a lot of effort. You Either you put in a lot of work and effort, or you do this for yourself and it shows, like the people see it and it gives them some sort of hope. Yeah. So I guess it's one or the other. You'll know, especially if you're watching this about a specific person. It's because some of you guys, is you specifically do things, like you put in work to help other people. Some of you guys, it's like you go out of your way, but for others of you, it's not that you go out of your way, but that is like the things that you would do to help somebody, most people would not do. So this could be how you positively impact people. But for others of you, it has something to do with like an example that you set for getting money, having a happy family, being successful, being able to protect yourself, but also be open enough at the same time, like having that balance, being able to put in effort towards an end goal. It's like you show people where the benefit is in doing that, and it positively impacts them, especially if they have a fear of doing too much and it not actually leading to success or happiness. They could feel like there's a lot to risk if they do certain things, if they go against the status quo, if they make their own rules, if they see the world or the cup as half full, if they allow their free spirit to adventure into something new, even if it means that it would complement things in their life or in their family. It's like you show them it's okay for them to do that. And I feel like in the way that you impact people positively as well is because I feel like you could just give freely. Some days you're very generous or very helpful. I also feel like in this group, it's a mental thing for you as well. You show that you're a compassionate person through your action, through the things that you provide, through the way that you engage with people. And I also feel like people feel like they have an equal relationship with you. You maintain positive dynamics between you and other people. So this is how you positively impact them as well. On top of that, you are someone who's very passionate and vibrant and fun. You could have a very nice sense of humor. You can encourage other people to feel confident in themselves, to take a risk on themselves, even if it may not pan out. It's like you show people, no, like it actually can be like this. It's like, because I feel like you could talk about things, like the way that your mind works, the way that you explain your view on things, it positively impacts other people. because they see where you're at, they see where you're going, and they see how you feel like this, and it's like it impacts them as an inspiration, and therefore allows these people to get to a point where they're an inspiration themselves too, because it's like they took a couple of pages out of your book. And it doesn't feel like you give people this as advice. It's like you're just being yourself. You're just showing up as yourself, and you're inspiring people that way. I feel like some people feel like you're like their good luck charm because you help them grow and like bring abundance into their life because you have a calm nature to you. And you're not impulsive. And you have a strong third eye. I feel like also in this group, you could be very nurturing. You could be somebody that understands that people have a past, or you talk about your past and things that you've experienced proudly. You don't hold back. You don't hold back parts of yourself. And I feel like the people that you positively impact the most are people, I don't know if it's like they're like very secluded, like always by themselves, or if it's more of they hold themselves back in life because they don't want to be disappointed. So you could probably positively impact people by showing them, okay, if you want something big for yourself, you have to go and get it. You have to put in the work, but you also have to overcome your fear and be confident in yourself. And you lead by example. You do this and you show people this by example. It's not that you're sitting here, because I feel like honestly in this group, I feel like if you were to say that to people, not everyone, probably not if you're watching this about a specific person, probably not the person you're thinking of, but I feel like in the past, maybe you've noticed that some people, if you were to say things like that very verbatimly, it's like either it would fly right over their head or they wouldn't listen to the message because it would make them feel some type of way. So I feel like instead, you just lead by example. You just do you. You just put in that work. You make the effort. You show the world who you are, and you are yourself unapologetically. And the things that you gain, the way that people want to help you in return, the love and the care and the attachment, emotional attachment that people have to you, it shows. So it's like inspiring. Spirit, is there any other message that you like for me to relay to this group about how they impact people positively? Yes or no? Odd is yes, even is no. Okay. So we got literally the number one, which is hell yeah. So let me ask, should I be doing some shuffles? No, no shuffles is needed. Okay. Yeah, you help people expand their mind. Isn't it so interesting? Because look, it literally says mind on this card. And if you can see on this card, it says expand the mind, spiritual growth. So this is how you help people. That was the message that I think was the last message that Spirit wanted you to hear again. So if you're somebody that has done things differently, you didn't do the traditional route with your life, or even if you did, it's like you still do things your own way, and you don't let people. I don't feel like in this group, it's like you're not bossed around. People don't tell you what to do. People trust you to be in charge. And it's like that's inspiring. So yeah, if that resonated, give it a like, comment, come back for another one on my channel because I love you. My name is Jay, and I'm going to move on now to the next group. Okay, here we go. Yeah, because I feel like in this group, you don't even brag. It's like your success, your safety with yourself, your comfortability of going at your own pace, it shows. It shows naturally. People see it. So it changes their mind. And it shows through the conversations that you have with people as well. It shows through the way that you act. It's like people look at you and they're like, damn, this is probably their mindset. Let me try that out. Okay. So that was your reading. Card number one, the star card people. If that resonated, give it a like. Come back for another one on my channel. And right now we are going to get started with card number two, which is the Page of Swords. All right. Let me get a sip of water. Hope you guys are drinking water too. Okay, so Spirit, tap me into pile or card number two, the Page of Swords people, and tell me how is it that they inspire people in their life? Eight of Wands, traveling. Some of y'all were drawn to a different group. And I'm not saying it could have been, I don't know. I feel like in this group, you might want to watch all three for three different people. I said you can do that to the first group, but to this group, it feels like there are three different people that you have positively impacted, and you should definitely watch them all. Okay, the Change card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. So we have the Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune so far. How do you positively impact people? Wow. Oh my God. You got the Judgment card too. This is strong energy. Whoa. You may have like strong Jupiter in your chart or Pluto. This is like metamorphosis and change. Butterflies represent metamorphosis and changing and like evolving into something else, something better, something new, something gracious, something beautiful. And here with the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Wands, it's like you positively impact people almost instantly. Instantly in this group. Yeah. In this group, you impact and people positively instantaneously. Like it's no question about it. With the Beyond Illusion, no question about it. What else? Yeah, look, understanding. This is the Page of Cups. Oh my God. Oh. And the Eight of Cups, letting go. Oh. I think in this group, you make people feel safe emotionally. What else? Page of Wands. Wow, you got the Page of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Swords. The only one missing is the Page of Pentacles. And I don't want to say it's missing because if it's not here, then maybe it's not meant to be. But, you know. Okay, what else? The Queen of Cups. Yeah, didn't I say? It's like you're emotionally, like you. It's the way you speak to people in this group. Or let me not say speak, because I feel like it's actually the way you care for people. You have your heart. Your heart is what positively impacts people in this group. You can be intuitive as well. Some of you guys, you get psychic messages. You tell people the right thing at the right time, what they need to hear at the right exact time, especially children, animals. Five of Swords. Wow. You're a bit clever in this group. You help people knowing that you're helping them, but they don't know you're helping them. They don't know that you're intending on doing this. I feel like in this group, it's like you see somebody and you want to be someone that can understand them, someone that can change them, someone that can help them let go. But the way that you do it is, I don't know, I don't want to call it lighthearted, but it's like, it almost comes off so like naive that people assume that you're just like this loving, would never hurt a fly sort of person. And I don't think it's that at all. Some of you guys even have Scorpio or 8th house placements here. So you're like no fool. You probably have been through quite a lot, especially in your childhood. So it's like the way that you positively impact people is because it's like they have no idea that you are actually about to change them into a better person and like I'm hearing like open up their heart in a way. Because I feel like people could look at you, like, you know how there's some people, how it's like they'll say, you're too nice, you're too this. There's no way someone could be that nice. There's no way they could be that genuine all the time. And I'm not saying you are like that all the time, but what I mean by that is that it's almost like it's not fathomable. Like they can't fathom someone being like that and it actually being a benefit to them. But I feel like in this group, it actually benefits you karmically. You get a lot of good karma because of how you are. Some of you guys, you're autistic. Oh, that sounded like I said autistic. Which maybe you are, but I meant to say artistic. You guys could be a little artsy, poetic. If you are, though, you might keep this to yourself, or maybe you only share with like special people. It's something about like sharing something special with people. Some of you guys, the way that you positively impact people, it could be because it's like there's a commonality. I'm seeing Libra. I don't know why. The Empress. Oh my God, that's why. The Empress is Venus energy, and that's Taurus and Libra. Yeah, exactly. Well, exactly. Okay. So you're the fucking Empress, just so you know. And it doesn't matter your gender. It does not matter your gender. Three of Swords. Yeah. You are a healer. Let me just keep it a buck. With the Empress, the Queen of Cups, you're a healer. For sure. Yep. Immediately, by the way. Because I feel like that's the type of person you are. Tell me more. This group is so interesting. Oh, wow. Okay. What else? Malachite. Yeah, and I was seeing the heart chakra. I was looking at the green here on this card, which is like the color of the heart chakra, basically. And then this malachite crystal came out, and this green is the cards that have this green are connected to the heart chakra. But it's about courage and strength too. Yeah, I feel like in this group is like, don't take this the wrong way, but people are not describing you as like strong and courageous. They're describing you as someone so understanding and just knowing and like wise beyond their years. Someone who just gets these downloads and is like, you are attached but detached. You're here, but you're also not here. Some of you guys are very dreamy. This group is like, I don't know, like you could give really good hugs. I feel like in this group, you could positively impact children the most, like innocent souls the most. Because it almost feels like a guidance thing. Like I'm not saying that you don't positively impact hurt people, because I do see it that way, but I feel like it's almost like you're raising people up while they're going through these like emotional phases or like what's that word, journeys, you are leading the way. You're there for them while they're going through that. I don't know if it's like, I don't know, this doesn't feel like an advice thing though. Like for the cups energy to be here, it's like energetic. Some of you guys enter people's dream states and you positively impact them because of what you did in the dream. Because this almost feels like I can't quite put it into words. Because some of the groups is like specific things. I was getting specific things that you have done. But in this group, it just feels like your energy. Like, tell me more. Yeah, Three of Swords. Didn't I say Three of Swords coming out again is like you are this, and I feel like you could. Okay, so the people that you have positively impacted are those that were dealing with Three of Swords energy, Eight of Cups energy. So you got the Eight of Cups twice and the Six of Wands. So what's so interesting is these things are repeating. The Three of Swords has repeated. The Eight of Cups has repeated. The Six of Wands is here, but it says travel. And this card says traveling, which was the first card you got. And this also has a number 8 on it. So yeah, I feel like in this group, you have 8th house Scorpio placements, or these are people that you have impacted, people with 8th house or Scorpio placements. Maybe even a little bit of Leo. Gemini has come through as well. I already said Taurus and Libra. Cancer came through as well. Pisces. But I feel like those are more the house placements. Like I'm getting more house. You could have houses in water signs or houses in fire. It's not really, I don't know. Or you could have a fire placements in water houses or vice versa. But I feel like in this group, you transform people. The energy that you radiate is one that makes people willing to make a drastic change in their own life, to have the courage and the strength to let go, accept their own life, accept themselves, show themselves more compassion, open their eyes, no longer be deluded or holding themselves back. The people that you have positively impacted the most have had issues finding something to hold on to emotionally in this life. You could positively impact people that have dealt with a lot of like not having a place to let go of their emotions. Oh, that's what it is. You guys are really, really, really great listeners in this group. Like I feel like people can come and talk to you about like what they've got going on. And if they want for you to respond and talk to them, the way that you do it, it shows them, it's like healing for them. The thing that you say to people when they open up to you or tell you about something significant that they're going through, it changes their perspective. You could be someone without even realizing it that helps people notice that there are still good to salvage when you're going through difficult situations or when you're going through transition periods. Because I feel like in this group, you help people when they're going through transition periods in their life. And that could be difficult, especially if you want people to be ready for you at that time. But I also feel like in this group, it also brings you pleasure. It brings you pleasure to help people in this way. It's like you acknowledge in this group that you have that sort of impact on people. So maybe that's why you're okay with like being a listener. I would say in this group, you definitely deserve somebody that can be there for you emotionally too. Like make sure you're having that support system too, because this can be a very taxing job. You make it look easy, make it look natural, you make it look, like this is just a part of who you are, which I really truly feel like it is. But I also feel like at the same time, like, it's okay to dial it back too. Because with this energy, I feel like the people that you have positively impacted have gone through quite a lot, like a lot of shot to their self-esteem, how attractive they feel, and all of that energy. So I feel like maybe some of you guys have a lot of compassion. Like maybe you understand what that feels like with the Page of Cups here. Because I do get a lot of compassion, a lot of love, a lot of caring, welcoming, understanding nature from you. And this is how you positively impact people. I also feel like, yeah, didn't I tell you guys are psychic, right? I said that when the Queen of Cups came out. Because I was looking at all these cards and then the Queen of Cups came out. And you know what it also says here on this card? It literally says, many of us have hidden psychic abilities, hidden in the primal area of our brains that we can no longer access. But that's not you. You can access it. You can unlock it. So I feel like in this group, the way you positively impact people is you kind of show them that they already know the right thing to do for themselves. They already know what they're feeling. They just need to tap into it. So I don't know if you're connecting to people that are emotionally unavailable sometimes because of the state that they're in, because of, I don't know. Like, I don't know if the people that you've positively impacted the most, I don't know if it's that these are people that have shown a fake sort of confidence, or this is just people that usually get a lot of unhealthy attention or a certain type of attention. So let's say you're thinking about someone romantic right now. The way that you positively impacted that person or impact them to this day if you're still with them is because you give them a healthy attention. You help them build a healthy sense of pride. You don't allow them to get stuck on what is not working and what hurt them and what happened. It's like you give them a different perspective, but it's just through your ability to never really sink into that energy too long. Because I do feel like in this group you don't have a problem being emotional. You can show that you have feelings, but I'm not. It's also not giving that you. I don't know. I guess you'll know for your situation. Because there are some people that wear their heart on the sleeve, and then other people that know that they're a loving person and caring person. They know that people see them that way, but the way that they try to show it is different, and maybe even dependent on who they're engaging with. So I feel like in this group, the way you positively impact people as well is because you know how to. It's like you know who you're dealing with, you know who you're talking to, you know who you're working with, you know who this person is. So you treat them accordingly, but it's positive. It's not like, oh, I know this person's an asshole, I'm going to treat them like an asshole. No, if you know that person's an asshole, you're still going to come towards them with compassion because at the end of the day, that's what they need. So that's what I was kind of getting earlier, where it's like, you may not get this back, but it's because I feel like, some people need this. Like some people go through so much and they need someone that still sees value and like something special in them and can still have this like really soft and genuine kind energy with them, even if they're acting like an asshole, even if they're coming towards them with a lot of energy, a lot of, like, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's like combative nature or if it's too prideful, if it's like, just not your cup of tea. Because I feel like in this group, like you're a very chill, calm person. You can be fun, you can be vibrant. I feel like you're very funny. You can get people out of a rough space by cracking that joke or something like that. Maybe there's this like lighthearted healing energy to you. Almost like you can distract people from their own pain enough for them to really contemplate and figure out where it's coming from to be able to fix it. So you help people let go to a point where they can then go back to be able to finally like move over. So I feel like the way that you positively impact people in this group is that you help people get closure and understand the way that things have happened in their life was for a reason. hmm This pile is very deep in this group. Yeah, I think I feel like this group has actually been through so much. You probably have seen things that you shouldn't have seen, or just experienced periods in your life where you felt like you had a lot taken out of you. You didn't have someone that could understand where you were coming from, or someone that could lead the way for you or be there for you emotionally the way that you can be for other people. And it's changed you into a very intuitive, empathetic, psychic person. And it's changed you into somebody that really can do a lot of good in this world, to be honest. hmm And I really feel like this comes from energy of knowing where someone has been, putting yourself in someone's shoes. But for some of you guys, it's like you don't even have to have gone through the exact same thing that somebody has gone through. Or you don't even have to have heard somebody tell you what they've gone through. You just kind of know it. You can see it. You can feel it. And so you handle them accordingly because of it. You deal with them a different way because of it. You don't play favorites, not at all. But it's like, And this is, if you don't know how significant that can be in someone's life, like that is everything. In a world where so many people are like put in a box and treated like this. Oh, you've done this, you've made this mistake, you've blah 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 blah. It's almost like we're in a world where most people would jump to conclusions about them, or give up on them, or just be like, no, they're never gonna get it. You keep trying, out of love, out of care, out of just being the type of person that you are. So I don't know if you have children or this is like family or something like that. I don't know. I'm seeing like a smile, like a gentle smile, someone tilting their head and just looking at someone with like love and admiration. There's an emotional safety that you bring to people. And just so like I want to stay in this reading all day long. Like I literally want to keep pulling and just telling you all these positive things about yourself. And I'm getting to a point where it's like I know that this has to end. Like this reading needs to end, and I can't stay fixated on this energy, but I want to. And so I feel like there are a lot of people, even if you don't realize it, that have changed for the better because of you, and may want another chance in your life if you have walked away from them. Or for some of you guys, it's maybe you don't want another chance with those people, but it would make you feel some sort of solace to know that everything that you did wasn't for nothing. Because some of you guys, I feel like you could have people take advantage of this. There's no way. There's just no way that you could be this sort of person, and never have this energy be like exploited, if that makes sense. You understand that that's always a possibility. And I feel like you're smart enough with the Five of Swords to know deep down when someone is in a negative energy. But I feel like in this group, it's like you could have people tell you to like in their own way. I don't know if they would ever verbatimly tell you this, but it's like they try to tell you it's not even worth it. It's not worth it. I feel like you could get disappointed sometimes by seeing people lack heart. Like if you heard somebody talking negatively about someone in a rough space, or someone who's homeless, or just going through tragedy or heartbreak or something like that, if you heard someone talking poorly about them, I feel like it would really break your heart, because you operate with a lot of compassion and understanding. And I feel like you try to lead by example with that as well. Yeah, I feel like this road could be kind of heartbreaking for you sometimes, to see how people can interact with one another and just like not have the love that you have in your heart. Like I feel like you have so much love in your heart for people and life in general. For some of you guys, nature. And it's like you understand that everyone has this like unique path in life, and you help them along that. It says traveling change beyond illusion, understanding, and letting go. So some of you guys, I don't know, this could be someone that you took a trip with, or that lives at a distance from you, that you've impacted positively in this way. Some of you guys, it's a childhood friend. Someone is, oh God. Oh, oh my God. You guys, I'm literally crying right now. There have been like maybe like 4 or 5 readings on my channel that I've done. And like getting into the energy of who that person was, it just brought me to tears. I just tapped into somebody here. I don't know who this person is. Maybe you do. I don't know if this is a child, if this is somebody younger than you, somebody who's artistic, or you are, or this is just somebody who showed so much compassion but is no longer in your life. For some of you guys, it's through death though. Oh God. Oh God. I don't know if there's somebody coming through here. They could be alive, or they could be no longer alive, or they could just no longer be in your life. But I feel like for this group, some of you guys, this is somebody you lost when you were a child. You impacted them so positively. I heard I'm at peace now. So I don't know if there's someone you've ever lost. Even if they're still here, but you're just not around them anymore, know that they're at peace now. That person is at peace. And it's because of you. Show them a lot of love and a lot of care. And you've always been this way in this group. You've been this person since you were a kid. I feel like your heart has only grown more. You've only become stronger emotionally. Because I feel like in this group, you've seen so much, heard so much. You could have people trauma dump on you in this group for sure. Because you're a safe space for them. And because you have a lot of mental fortitude. So you probably in this group, the reason why you are artistic or are the way that you are is because you have to have releases. You have to have healthy releases as someone like this to be able to take on someone's trauma in that way and not like ingest it as your own. You know what I mean? Because you're a very empathetic person. So I feel like over time, as you've grown up, like, yes, you've always had this heart, but I feel like as you've gotten older, you've learned how to block things emotionally. Like you have this, it's like you have this sort of like force field around you. People can step into that energy, get access to your aura or whatever, if you allow them to. But at the same time, it's like anything negative that they have, it's like you transmute it, turns into something else, and then you give it right back to them. So someone could give you hate, you give them love. Someone could give you aggression, you give them gentleness. Like, you know what I mean? This is how you positively impact people. Yeah, I definitely feel like in this group, like you've learned how to manage these things that are thrown your way, the emotions that other people throw your way. Because I feel like malachite as well. Malachite is such a strong crystal. And sometimes it's like drastic, very drastic things that are coming through. And I think the way you handle it is just, it's like, I'm in awe. It's like you help people look deeper at themselves. You help people rip off the Band-Aid and finally walk away from negative situations or things that are not good for them. And it's not because you tell them to do it, but it's because of who you are. You show them that that's what they need to do. You show them. You turn people into someone who I heard can speak up. So for some of you guys, you help people find their voice. For some of you guys, you help people get to a point where they're no longer experiencing apathy. So they're willing and open to finding out new things about life and what works for them, what would make them happy, what they're passionate about, where they want to go. Wow. So if that resonated, give it a like. Come back for another one on my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. We're going to get started with the last card, which is card number 3. Wow, that was so beautiful. Such a nice energy. Like, I don't want to leave the reading. I don't want to close it out. And I feel like in this group, like, you've had a lot of people in your life that have not want to let you go. Like, they don't want to not be around you anymore. Yeah, no one would ever want to lose you in this group. You probably have lost a lot of people, but it's like no one would want that. No one would want that. Yeah. Okay. So let's move on now. Thank you guys so much for being here. So let's move on now to the last group, which is the Lovers. So you chose the Lovers card number 3. Sorry, y'all. I had to see if I had anything to cover this up because I feel like you can see it on camera. You know how YouTube gets with like nudity, so I do have to kind of keep it covered, but you chose the Lovers card. Okay, so I'm going to put your card here. So I'm going to flip all the cards over, and then we'll look at how you positively impact people. So the first card you have is the 6 of Wands, success. The 6 of Swords, burden. Success and burden. The Knight of Wands, intensity. Fire and air is coming through here. So either you have that in your chart, or people that you've impacted positively have had this in their chart. 3 of Wands, experiencing. And the 9 of Pentacles, ripeness. Success, burden, intensity, experiencing, ripeness. Oh, okay. Yeah, you've lived a life in this group. You've lived a life, you've made mistakes, you've found your passions, you've accomplished a lot, you've overcome a lot. You're a trailblazer, a stormer, a trooper, like a trooper. King of Pentacles. The Fool. 2 of Wands. 5 of Wands. And the Sun. Yeah. Oh my God, you guys are so fun. You're so radiant. You're so lively. You make a lot of people jealous. But you're also responsible. You're also not afraid to make mistakes. You're also not afraid to try things new. You're also not afraid to look at the possibilities that life has to offer. You're also not afraid to be independent. You're not dependent on a soul in this group at all. Like, you can manage, you're fine, and people probably come to you. What else? Barrel. Yeah, so if that doesn't sound like you, this is not your group. Okay. This energy is like blunt. It's in your face. It's real. It's not to be played with. It's accomplished. It's got things under your belt. It's got a future. It's got everything. Amber. Yeah. Amber. Not to be played with. Not to be played with. Fiery, but peaceful and warm at the same time. So you're fun, you're accepting, you're open, you're generous, but you're also not afraid to fight. You also are protective of what is yours and what you worked for and your time, your energy. You're humble. King of Swords. You're a good friend. The people that you've positively impacted the most have been people that didn't have a good friend or didn't have a good person in their corner to give them advice. Yeah, look, Ace of Swords. The people you've impacted, King of Cups. King of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the King of Swords. I had a block. Hold on. Let me get one thing. Spirit, tell me about the Lovers. Give me one card on the Lovers, please. Give me one card on the Lovers. One card on the Lovers. Give me one card on the Lovers. The Queen of Swords. So you got the King and the Queen of Swords. Okay. So whoa. In this group, you would be surprised to hear this, but the way that you positively impact people is you make them fall in love. Yeah. You make people fall in love with you. People that are usually very mental, cerebral, not looking for that sort of thing, maybe even a bit cynical. It's like you make them find love. Tell me about the King of Swords. Tell me about the King of Swords. The Sun. Yeah, that's your energy right here, the Sun. Okay, yeah. So you're also people's like best friend. They could talk to you about anything. I feel like in this group, it's like you really don't care. You have too much on your plate, too much on your mind, too much things to do to really care or judge another person. So they fall in love with it. It's like they fall in love with this energy, even as a friend. It's like you can have a lot of people that fall in love with you platonically as well. Love spending time with you. Like a lot of vibrant energy, always doing something fun, trying something new. You stick up for them. You're protective. You're strong. Give me more on the Ace of Swords. I feel like you're honest as well. Very honest, real, authentic. 100% yourself at any given point in time. And you'll get frustrated if anyone tries to dim your light. So I feel like you positively impact people in this group because it's like you don't let anyone do that to someone you care about either. Give me the Ace of Swords. Your communication. Tell me about that. You're very blunt in this group. It's like there's nothing left up to question for you. So it's like the people that have fallen in love with you, it's like they never experienced that. 10 of Swords. Yeah, that's why I said it's like you've been through quite a lot as well. And the people that you have positively impacted have been through a lot as well. With their father, you attract people with daddy issues as well. Daddy issues or have never really been taken care of, never even thought that it was possible. It's like you show them, okay, but you can do that for yourself. 3 of Pentacles in reverse. You probably have attracted people that have been cheated on as well. Or people that secretly thought they could do better elsewhere. Like in their life at some point. But it's like you show them, no, just be happy with what you have. I feel like you offer like emotion. And it's so weird because you don't try to do this. You don't try. I feel like in this group, you really don't try. Like you don't try to be giving people advice, or it's like you don't even want to talk to people about their problems, but they probably bring it to you anyways. So when they bring it up to you, it's like you quickly just let them know what it is, tell them what they need to do, and like keep going. But this positively impacts people too, because I feel like you could attract people that put too much effort, time, mental space, or whatever into things that really, I don't want to say don't matter, but like they could be focused on something else, like themselves. You could attract, I don't know if it's you attract people pleasers or you positively healed and impacted people pleasers or people that like waste time. Like I feel like in this group, you don't waste time. Like life is short to you. Life is short. And you show people that life is short. Don't waste time. Not saying how you feel, not being yourself. I feel like in this group, I'm not saying that you're not emotionally vulnerable, but it's giving more of a, like, I can't afford to not say how I feel because what if I can't afford to not put my feelings first because I've seen that people don't care or people have their own things going on. They have their own goals. And if I want something, I have to go get it. If I want to be happy, then I have to make the effort. I have to put in the work. I have to be willing to change. I have to try something new. I have to look at the possibilities and make a choice. So it's like you positively impact people because you show people this. I don't know that because yeah, exactly. I have to choose. I have to see where things are going. Okay. What else, Spirit? What else? I feel like you teach people that if you want something, if you really want something, it may not be the easiest, but you can do it. Like you can do it. I'm hearing you can do it. So I don't know if you're a very encouraging person as well. Some of you guys are very encouraging. I feel like in this group, you see the beauty. It's like you're beautiful, you're radiant. You aim for success, you have high ideals, a lot of goals. You believe in certain ideologies, but you're also not somebody that can be manipulated. You strive for truth. You're not someone that is easily distracted. You don't try to hide. You're not a liar. So the people that you've impacted the most, I'm gonna just keep it a buck, have been people that have lied so much in their life. They've never been their own authentic self. They've always been what other people have wanted them to be, done what other people said would be good for them. And you don't do that. So you positively impact them by showing them the opposite. Like, this is what happens when you actually choose yourself. This is what happens when you actually, whatever. With the 6 of Wands, I also feel like you show people that the impossible is possible. You show people that it's okay to enjoy your success. It's okay to be confident. It's okay to brag about what you've done, especially if it was difficult. I feel like you show people they don't have to make themselves smaller. You help people relax. You bring excitement to people's life. There's like continuous excitement and fun with you, but also strength and responsibility. You have a lot of humanity to you. Some of you guys believe in like philosophy and stuff like that, but it's not what you lead with. But you grew up with a belief system or something like that. What else? Anything else? I find it interesting that you didn't get any major arcana with these cards, but you did get the Sun twice. The Sun and the Fool are the only major arcana that you have gotten. I feel like you're not in competition with anybody. But some people could be in competition with you. Yeah. What else, Spirit? What else can you tell me about this? With the Ripeness card, the Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you don't live your life in vain. You've transformed. You are the type of person to say there's no such thing as the wrong time. This card talks about how the fruit is always ripe and the time is always right now. Now is always the time. Fruit is always ripe. That's what this card is supposed to represent. When fruit is ripe, it drops from the tree by itself. One moment before it falls, it's hanging by a thread, and then it bursts. It falls. This card is supposed to, represent how the only thing you need to do is relax and understand that where you are is okay. Where you are in life is okay. Things are happening the way that they're supposed to. You express yourself. You express your creativity in many ways, with your work, with your relationships, with your everyday life experiences. And you don't have to do much. This doesn't take much preparation. This is just who you are. So you impact people positively in that way, just by being yourself, really. And I think that's just so dope. What else? Anything else, Spirit? The Six of Wands and the Three of Wands. Can you tell me a little bit more about that? Three of Wands. I feel like I heard tree hugger. I don't know why I heard that just now. But yeah, I feel like you guys are extremely humble. Extremely humble. And I do feel like in this group, you do like to be at harmony with other people, but not at your own expense. So this is awesome. I think that you're gentle and you have a pure heart. You're humble. The way that you approach. I feel like in this group, you could like nature a lot, but I don't know. Maybe it's animals. For the first time, you'll be able to know that the tree is not just the form. Wow. Yeah, I just feel like it's just so many possibilities for you in this life. And it's like you're humble enough to. You're just humble. I feel like in this group, you're very humble, but you're confident at the same time. And there's just such a nice blend and like balance to that energy within you. It positively impacts people. It's like you're a delight. I feel like in this group, you're just a delightful person to be around. People really enjoy your company. Like, really, really enjoy your company. You don't have to do much. Someone's having a bad day, they come hang around you, it got better. Someone's stressed out, you take their mind off of it. But for some of you guys, it's like once they get to know you, you actually are this King of Pentacles. So maybe some people read you a certain way. They think you're just fun or youthful. There's a lot of youthful spirit to this or whatever. But it's like once they get to know you more, they realize that you're not just fun. You actually are stable. You actually are responsible. You actually do handle things. You have a balance, though. So you positively impact people because you show them they can be serious and fun at the same time. You can accomplish this and have fun. Work hard, play hard, sort of energy. And I feel like you positively impact people because you teach them to love themselves, to weed out any distractions. You give people the strength to understand that sometimes they need to take the initiative in their own life, open up their own mind and understand true love. Everything that you do is out of love for the life you live, love for the person that you are. And I feel like you positively impact people by showing them this. So you turn people into lovers because they fall for you as a friend, as a whatever. So if that resonated, especially coworkers coming through. But okay. Yeah, if that resonated, give it a like. Come back for another one on my channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.